Alright guys, in this video I'm going to tell you how to name matrices and to locate values inside of a matrix. And also how to classify the location of a certain value. So on this one, it's very simple. We're looking at a matrix. A matrix is made up of two things. It's made up of rows. Rows go across. These are rows. I guess I should have put row and row, not rows and rows, but that's all right. And it's made up of columns. Columns go up and down. So when we're trying to name a matrix, what we're gonna use is we're always gonna use the letter that they gave us. So on this one, it's M. In order to name this matrix, I would say it's M. I would name the number of rows. It's a subscript. A subscript means like a littler number at the bottom, kind of like when we used to write y1 or x1 back when we were in algebra 1. Something like that. Those are subscripts, okay? So we're gonna do the same kind of thing. So how many rows does this one have? 2. And then we're gonna say by. This means by. It's not an x, it's not a multiplication, it means by. When you read this, you would read it as M2 by, and then we're gonna say the number of columns. This has 2 columns. So the name of this matrix, when I ask you to name it, you say M2 by 2. And these are subscripts down here, okay? I'm just making up a couple of matrices as I go. So this one, if I'm trying to name it, I'm gonna look at the number of rows again. 2 rows, and the number of columns. 4 columns. So this is gonna be called R2 by 4. It's really important that you get it in the right order, because what we're gonna do later on is we can only add and subtract, multiply and divide based off of certain information. So we need to have our rows and columns correct, and we need to have them in the right spot, okay? So rows go across, columns go up and down. Name this matrix L, 1 row by 3 columns. So naming them shouldn't be too hard. What becomes a little bit more confusing is when I give you something like this. And you look at it and you think L12, and it's not L12, it's L12. So what this is telling us, you'll see it every once in a while written like this. I don't write it like this, and you won't see me ever write it like this, so you probably won't see it unless you're looking online somewhere. You may see it written like this. I'm gonna do it like this. So what this means is, I want you to tell me what is the number or value that is in the matrix L, row 1, column 2. So I'm gonna look for that. Matrix L, row 1, column 2. L12 equals 4. It's a number. There is a number that is there. Now it doesn't have to be a number, it can be a value. I can put variables into my matrices as well, but for this example, it's 4, okay? So we're gonna use these 3 different matrices that we have, M, R, and L, and we're just gonna do the location of different things. So okay, we're gonna state what value is in each of these locations. So we're looking at matrix M, which is over here, row 2, which is this one, column 1, which is this one. So M21 is the number 2. This one we're looking at matrix M, which is this one, row 1, which is this one, column 2, which is this one. M12 is 1. Matrix M, this one. Row 1, this one. Column 1, 3. Matrix R, this one. Row 1, this one. Column 2, it's 3. Matrix R, this one. Row 3, I don't have one. So this is no solution, not possible. Matrix R, this one. Row 2, this one. Column 3, this one, equals the number 1. Matrix L, this one. Row 1, it's the only row I have. Column 3 is 7. Matrix L, this one. Row 1, this one. Column 2, number 4. Matrix L, this one. Row 1, this one. Column 1, this one, equals 1. Now sometimes I'll tell you the opposite way, okay? So I'm only going to use M and R for this part. What we're doing here is I'm going to tell you locate, and then I'll give you some numbers. So let's say locate 7, locate 3, locate 0. So what this is asking me is what matrix and location is the number 7? No 7 here. There's a 7 right here. So 7 is in R, 1, 3. First row, third column. It's also in R, 2, 4. Second row, fourth column. So there's 2 different 7s, so I would put both answers down. This one, we're looking for 3. 3 is right here. That's matrix M, row 1, column 1. It's also right here, which is matrix R, row 1, column 2. The number 0, matrix M, row 2, column 2. So that's how we're doing that stuff, okay? That's what you guys are going to be doing tomorrow. And you know, if you get confused or you need questions, ask me for help. I'm going to take all these notes that I just did right here, all these examples that I just did. I'm going to put them in this order, which is kind of how I went over them. And I'm going to set them inside of a binder that's going to be on the right next to the printer in my classroom. Okay, so these will be in the printer in the classroom, and I'll put page 1, 2, 3 on them in case you need to look at them or you were confused or I don't know why else you would need them.